Good morning, you beautiful people. So, today we're in Wally's sunroom. It is cold enough that I actually want to wear something on my head. Oh, this is a strangling fig over here that's doing well. And these are cuttings that I took from a roadside cutting. Now, they look like they are dead. And they might as well be. They are basically 1 week old now. We had the leaves die off by themselves. Looks like there's something happening. If I can just get the focus right. There. Obviously it doesn't help you pulling them in and out. So we're gonna water them for another week or 3 and see what happens. Basil is a little bit cold. Banana got a little bit cold. These K apples are doing well. Lucina's doing well. Moringas are doing well. These are some tomatoes and some marulas that we planted yesterday. They are doing well. All of the fatties, what do you call those things? Succulents are planted out into the garden already. And so we are quickly going to clean everything. And then we are going to move these plants in such a way that we can easily water the ones in the back. And there is actually one peach there that decided it's time to start blooming. And this banana is doing okay. There's new growth on a mulberry over there. Ria has been squeezing oranges and Ben has been squeezing oranges with Lisa's juicer that she bought. Now we've been exploring alternative chicken foods. A while ago I bought some chicken crushed corn like this, and these ones I've cooked. So they are leaving the ones that's uncooked, they are leaving them alone, and then the ones that's cooked they seem to enjoy way more. So that might be something worth remembering. So sometimes you feel like the world doesn't want to work out the way you want. You wake up and there's some band you don't listen to with some CEO of whose company you've never heard of having some affair with some lady you don't know. And you feel like, you know, what does all of this mean? So go to work, have a feels like a dead-end job. You spend your whole day working, come home, feel like you haven't accomplished anything yet or much yet. And then you come to your projects and you can't see what happened. We'll go there now. So this is the first time that I'm trying the GoPro in the body cam mode. I would like to hear what you think about that. And feel like you haven't accomplished much for the day, though you've been busy the whole day. Now, I went onto this rampage the other day. Well, not a rampage, like a rabbit hole on what to make you feel better. Now, one of the things one of my brother-in-law said is a productive day makes him feel better about the world. And that's probably one of the best things. I also feel like sweating. Sweating makes me feel better. So for the last week or so, I went to go and exercise every night. The kids and I do some kickboxing. Now everybody's getting ready for a fight in Windhoek. We are not going to go and fight, but still feels a lot better at night when you are hurting a little bit, you've been sweating, and so on. Let me just see. Just want to double check that what this camera is recording. Okay, I can't see, so I hope I'm not doing all of this in vain. I really hope I'm not doing all of this in vain. Anyway, so I decided to. Sorry, this is going to mess with the sound, I'm sure. I decided to load 1 or 2 barrels, buckets, wheelbarrows full of soil into the room that I'm preparing for Moremi. Now, they didn't do the work there, not because they're lazy, simply because they were busy the whole day with other things. So that is the way it's going. Well, okay, so that's not going to work. Shit. Let's try it this way. Get it in as deep as we can. Something like that. Okay. So my mate Brenda bought me this camera. And I've been neglecting it because it's very difficult to edit. Man of, what do you call it, habit. And so I've been using my phone to edit, and trying to edit on the computer is much more difficult than you can imagine, or than I would have imagined. And so, hold on, let me just grab this one again. And see if I can stick it up here somewhere. Need to have it like this. Something like that. Okay. Anyway, so editing becomes quite a story, hours and hours. But since I feel like I haven't accomplished anything today, maybe adding a couple of loads of this might be a good idea. So let's go back, and then we do another load. Interesting thing on happiness, the science of being happy. When it rains, the ground releases something called I had this whole thing planned. Petrichor, and that, if you then go and dig in the soil, it creates endorphins and you become happy. Hard work gives you endorphins. Getting up early gives you endorphins if you move into the sun. And then obviously you have to be careful of quick fixes like coffee, etc. So my recipe for happiness is get up early, sun on your face, move forward with the sun on your face, jogging or moving or whatever. Don't have coffee until 10 o'clock. Now, I'm saying this is the recipe, I'm not saying I'm following it every day. So let's just get that straight. Don't have coffee until 10 o'clock because your body has got a tired hormone and coffee suppresses that. You need to get rid of that once you start getting awake. And drinking coffee inhibits releasing of that, whatever it is that the coffee inhibits. And so if you can just push your coffee back until 10 o'clock, then you can have that benefit. Then I think a high protein diet, I think that was one of the things. And then no screen time for about an hour before bed. And what else was there? A hard-working day. If you have a hard-working day sorted, then that helps a lot. When you accomplish something, whether it's in the books or physically, if you can get your heart rate up, do some cardio, whichever way you prefer, and that helps as well, obviously. Hugs, hugging people you like, that really helps for happiness as well. You have to keep your hug for longer than normal. So my mother has got this rule where she doesn't let go of a hug before the other person does, and even then if the other person does it too fast, then she holds on a little bit longer, and then your body releases the love hormone. And then she does it mostly with her children. I'm not sure whether she does it to strangers or long lost friends or whatever, but I think it works. Then what am I missing? Food, obviously. Low sugar. Sugar gives you a high and then a crash. Some starches does the same. Like, yeah, what do you think about happiness? What hormones do you have? What tips? What hormones do you have? What tips do you have to release happiness in your life? And let me just take that out. Singing helps, prayer helps. Prayer is probably one of the greatest things. Now, fasting, I believe, is one of the human superpowers that's highly undervalued. Having a good fast every couple of days, every once in a while. Obviously, while you're doing it, doesn't release all of that happiness, but it definitely resets the baseline of what it takes to make you happy. So, a piece of bread, a cup of coffee, a steak, anything will make you so happy if you've been fasting for a couple of days. The thing about these blocks, and I think we'll only see that once we start compacting, they've got loads of little holes in there, and so that will make them suck in whatever soil, sand filling we start pushing in. Whew, can't believe I'm so out of breath. I bought myself 2 new asthma pumps just the day before yesterday, and this time of the year my lungs are very bad. I get out of breath so quickly. We did a planking challenge at the gym yesterday. The day before yesterday I kicked somebody's elbow with my toe, and my toe is not in a happy place. So my planking thing lasted only about 2 minutes, and then everybody continued to see who could do it the longest. And Dano ended up, little Dano Jr. ended up doing 14 minutes and something, 14 minutes and some seconds. Obviously makes me very proud. One of the things that I try to remember whenever I feel like I've done nothing is that if you just take, there's a joke that actually tells you the story. It says, yeah, 3 years ago my grandmother started jogging 3 kilometers every day. It's now been 3 years and now nobody knows where she is. So that's the joke. So if you just do baby steps every day in the right direction, even if it's just 3 wheelbarrow loads of soil or 3 whatever, 3 steps, 3 tomatoes in the ground, eventually you'll get somewhere. Right, I think this is going to be my final load. Because I'm so tired of working, I just don't have any chatting left in me. It's difficult chatting to yourself if you don't have anybody replying, laughing at your jokes and giving you tips on things that you're forgetting. Let's run this one. Alright, what a day. I remember we work for comments. This has now been a bit of a strange video, I'm sure, but I would still like some comments and some subscribers, obviously. That would be wonderful. Tell me your routine for changing your state of mind, getting into a happiness mood. That would be wonderful. And sheesh, 3 wheelbarrows can take it out of you. Anyway, that's going to be the end of my story. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow on Saturday.